Don't facilitate my answer. What do we have? My pen. I don't have any left. Oh, I've got 7 o'clock. Let's, I'm going to bang right here. Let's call this meeting to order. Please rise for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you all. Welcome back. Just out of curiosity, I'm not seeing Erin Smith. Is she on vacation again, or? Man, oh man. I knew I'd bring it up.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion by Councilmember Henry.
I'll second.
Seconded by Councilmember Mock. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We've got resident comments and questions for items not on the agenda. Resident, you're a resident now, aren't you, Ryan? And thank you again for your service, my friend. Nice. I haven't seen him since his graduation 4 years ago, so I had to say hi. We have no reports, no public hearings. May I please have a motion on the consent agenda?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Motion by Councilmember Monroe.
Second.
By Councilmember Johnson. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. We have no unfinished business. We have some new business. Mr. Buddy.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. At a previous meeting, the Council had authorized the preparation of plans and specs for the 2018 Storm Sewer Improvement Project, and that generally consisted of storm sewer pipe that runs from the interim City Hall fire station on the the west side of Jonathan Carver Parkway, and ultimately will connect into some existing storm sewer on Jonathan Carver Parkway. I believe last time I showed you this figure, we did show it jumping across Jonathan Carver Parkway and cutting across another parcel, but we were able to kind of refine the design and some modeling to save a little bit of cost and connect into some of the existing infrastructure on Jonathan Carver Parkway.
That's got to save some money.
It does. There's no casing that we need to put across now, and some steeper terrain. So we've also then packaged with the 2018 storm sewer project, the Main Street lift station. If you recall, we did bid that earlier this spring, summer. Got bids that are a little higher than we had budgeted, and ultimately rejected the bid. So in efforts to try and get economies of scale, we've packaged these two together. They're pretty similar projects, both pipe projects. And so hope to bid them together. And so you can see that there's actually really, we're kind of breaking it out into 3 separate sections down here. Section B is really the main lift station structure that's going to be by the Trestle Bridge. Then Section C will be storm sewer that runs between Broadway and the existing storm sewer on Oak Street. And that will allow the lift station to be eliminated on Broadway. And then another segment that's within this project is connecting some storm sewer from the intersection right in front of Casey's, that 4th Street down to 3rd Street. And so that also routes some additional stormwater that will help alleviate and reduce some of the flooding and stuff, and the areas to watch during flooding events. So
could I just ask a quick question on that? Is this storm sewer that we don't have right now that would now connect all together, that would hopefully alleviate some of that ponding that we get?
Yes.
Or is this?
There are some pieces in place, but this helps connect more segments to a more regional lift station.
Got it.
For the city.
Something cool.
So getting into some of the financial, the city had bonded back in 2017, $560,000 for the Main Street lift station. The city had also bonded for another $1 million here in 2018. So total project bonded amount is $1,560,000 for kind of the whole project. And if approved tonight, we would start advertising and potentially open bids in September. At the September 17th meeting, construction could start in October. And based off current construction lead times, storm sewer structures are in high demand right now, so it's taken like 4 to 6 weeks. We think the contractors would get started, but they really would not substantially finish anything this fall. And so all these segments will probably go into portions of 2019 before it can get finished up. So with that, I'll leave it to any questions.
Any questions from the council?
Is that going to affect a potential storm event or a flood event?
No, what we've thought about that, and so the way we're setting it up is ideally they're able to set the main lift station structure by the trestle bridge this fall yet, and if they can finish that when the river level is as low as possible, it really reduces a lot of the risk for the contractors, because in the previous bid we got kind of tagged for dewatering, so they had to plan on pumping water out of the ground. If we can get that done this fall, which is very likely, the rest of the digging, so what that does is that puts the structure in place this fall, and we're telling the contractor that they have to leave the existing lift station in place until we get through that spring thaw, or they have to completely finish the new lift station and make sure that's functioning and accepted by the city before they can take out the old one. So we have that in the contract that they have to maintain those through there.
So essentially business as usual unless we get a new lift station.
Correct.
Okay. That actually kind of answers my next question is why would we go out for bids when they're as busy as they are and have to wait until the spring? Why do we not go out in the spring? But you just answered my question because the water will be low and it makes sense from a operational standpoint and probably at the end of the day a financial standpoint.
We think this actually gives a lot of flexibility to the contractors, which should ultimately give the lowest pricing to the city, where they can work as late into the season as weather allows and then can pick up as early as they want in the spring in some of these sections. So it really is good for contractors.
Using your noodle. I like it. Does anybody have any other questions, comments for Mr. Bloody? I'd entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve plans and specifications, authorize advertisement for bidding, and set the bid date for September 11th, 2018.
Motion by Councilmember Mock,
I'll second it.
seconded by Councilmember Hank. There's a motion and a second. Any further comments, questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That motion carries. We are now to City Council communications. Yes. Quentin, do you want to at least introduce yourself since you have a sign in front of you that says Larry Harris?
Yes, good evening. My name is Quinn O'Reilly. I'm an attorney with Melkert Hubert Shadeen, and I work a lot with the municipal practice group, and I've been helping out on a lot of files with Larry. I joined the firm in February. Before that, I was in the research department with the League of Minnesota Cities for about 2.5 years, so doing a lot of presentations and answering a lot of questions of cities all across the state.
Outstanding. Welcome aboard. And if I recall, did you recently attend some nuptials for yourself?
I did, yes. I got married in June, at the beginning of June, so it was a very eventful summer.
Still
but it's been
married?
a lot of fun. Oh, yes, still
All
married.
right, good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
And welcome.
Thank you.
All right, Monroe, anything?
No, I don't have anything.
Johnson?
There is a comp plan open house,
Design Carver.
Design Carver comprehensive plan open house on Wednesday night, right here.
What time?
6:30.
Such a good question.
6:30.
6:30. It's at 6:30.
You didn't know. You were trying to set her up, but we
That's why I
got it.
asked the question.
Mark,
HPC was canceled, so I don't have anything else.
Hank,
Parks Commission had a meeting, and we went over a lot with CCYBSA regarding the ball fields. And then we jumped into the 2040 comp plan with where we would like to see some more parks and
What did
planning
you
for the
just say?
future.
Say that last part again.
We jumped into the 2040 comp plan, and we're looking at what we can do with parks
Okay.
in the future
Future park planning.
for the 2040 comp plan.
Okay. Sorry, I just couldn't understand.
Design Carver.
Design Carver, 6:30. Merrick? Buddy? Dose shoes? Nothing? Quinn? Anything you want to add? I'm good. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor, say, motion by Councilmember Henry, seconded by Councilmember Johnson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Fast. That's fast. Maybe a record. Fast.
No, there was a 7 or 9.
Oh, God. Monroe had a 4-minute-er, I think. I tried to breathe and she wouldn't let me.
I turned.
Webb, you want to?